It's crazy how a fun night with friends, just going out and doing something stupid that is going to be so much fun to you guys, can have such a horrible effect on another family and actually cost lives. What's up guys, hope you're having a really good day. I'm G and I do true crime videos Mondays to Fridays, so if that's something you're interested in, consider subscribing and turn on post notifications so whenever a new video is up, you're the first to be notified. And also please like the video if you enjoy it and let me know your thoughts in the comments, because that's the best part. The first case we are going to look at is a simple rock throwing that turns criminal. On the 10th of July 2014, 4 teenagers were like, oh my gosh, what can I do today to make my life more fun? And they decided to go out and have fun by just causing trouble and just damage things. First, they went to a grocery store and stole some beef from there. I mean, they got the rush from taking something that does not belong to you and not paying for it. Like, it's exciting. And that made them even more excited to go on more adventures. So the next thing they did was they got bats and went and damaged the window of a random person's house. Next, they went to smash mailboxes. So when people get up the next day, they'll be like, their mailboxes are smashed. And it was so much fun. So they decided to take a car and ride through a corn farm that was still growing. Like, obviously they damaged the crops there. All of that was fun, but it was not exciting enough. They wanted even more, and so they decided to drive to a farm, went and packed their hands with some rocks that they picked from the farm, and continued driving and went over to like an overpass to go and throw the rocks at like cars that are packed down there, and also throw the rocks at the road. And that same evening, while the kids were having their wild night out, the Bud family was taking a road trip to New York. The driver of the car was their daughter Kaylee. Randy, the father of the house, was behind, and his wife Sharon sat next to Kaylee while she drove. She was on her phone talking with her son, who is in the National Guard, and he was getting deployed, so he was just sending his mom a photo. The last thing she saw was a photo that he sent to her. The next sound the family could hear was what sounded to them like an explosion, and a rock came through the windscreen of the car and hit Sharon in the face. Kaylee parked the car to the side, and Randy called 911 while still in shock and still realizing the gravity of how severely she had been injured. The rock hit her right in the eye, and this was the 911 call that he made.
Oh my gosh, something came right through the windshield. Hi, I'm on the highway, Route 80. Something just came through my windshield and it hit my wife, and I think it went right through her head. Oh my God. Can you please can you get an ambulance somewhere? Can you track this phone?
Where on Interstate 80 are you?
Oh my God. What?
Are you going east or westbound?
We're going west.
You're going westbound? I'm sorry, what are you driving, sir?
Pardon?
What are you driving?
What'd you say, sir?
What kind of vehicle are you driving?
Oh, we are in we're in a Rogue, a Nissan Rogue. Pulled off on the left-hand side. This is bad.
Okay, what color is your vehicle?
Something came right through the windshield, sir.
I understand. What color is your vehicle?
And you know what, sir? I cannot hear you.
What color is your vehicle?
It's black.
Okay, do you have the four-ways on?
Hold on here. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on here. Yes, I do now.
Okay.
There's a rock that came in. She is grasping for her life.
Okay, what is your name, sir?
My name's Randy Bud.
The phone number you're calling
Oh my God. Half her brain's gone. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Is there anybody else in the car with you?
Yes, my daughter was driving. All of a sudden there's an explosion. A rock went right through the windshield and hit her right in the head.
Okay, how old's your wife, sir?
Pardon? My wife is 53.
53. Okay. All right, sir. We're going to send some help out there to you, okay? In the meantime, try not to move your wife. Don't touch anything, and we're going to get some help for you.
Yeah, okay. We won't touch anything. Don't touch anything, Mom. So you have us located?
Yeah, I know where you're at.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
You can hear from the 911 call that the guy was still in shock, and while proceeding with the call, he was realizing just how much damage the rock thrown from the overpass had caused to his wife. And like from that day, he lost his wife the way he knew her. Even though the paramedics got them and she was taken to the hospital, she lost an eye, and the vision on the other eye was really impaired. She's going to need care 24 hours a day, and that is something that has taken a whole toll on the entire family. The teenagers, when they were able to strike something, they were super excited, and so they cheered and they left step, because I can imagine from their point of view, they're like, okay, they're trying to probably hit something, and when you get it, you're like, yay, but not knowing how much damage that is going to cause. After cheering that they were able to hit someone, they went to a friend's house and returned to the crime scene at least 2 times that night. One of the times, the license plate was gotten, and that's how they got to arrest them. There were 4 teenagers involved in the incident. 3 of them were 17 years old and 1 was 18. Now, 2 of them were brothers, and the younger one of the brother, who was 17, was the one who shot the rock that hit Sharon. The teens were all charged with aggravated assault, reckless endangerment, propelling missile into a moving vehicle, agricultural vandalization, and possession of instruments of crime. McGee was one of the most cooperative ones who told the police most of what they had been up to, and he got 11.5 months to 23 months in jail. One of them got 18 months to 24 months, another got 22 months to 10 years, and Dalen, the guy who threw the rock that hit Sharon, got 54 months to 22 years. I think their sentences were well deserved because they literally ruined that lady's entire life, turning her into someone who is going to need help for the rest of her life. And after that incident, the Bott family fought to get a law passed where the overpass would have a protecting fence. On August 6, 2016, that's 2 years after the incident, Randy wrote a message to his friend just reminding him that he should please make sure that the law is passed. And 2.5 hours after that, he took his own life with a gun. And I feel like it's just as a result of the rock throwing that those kids did on one night of fun. In a statement, the deputy at that time said, "This guy did not die from a gunshot wound. He died the day that rock was thrown." And I totally agree with him. I can only imagine how much the man must have bundled up in him over the years, having to take care of his wife, who was someone that was so much fun and agile, and her life had changed so drastically. And that was not even from an accident that they caused driving, but just from some kids going out to play. It must have been something that weighed him down a lot for him to reach the point where he's no longer happy living. Those kids just thought they were having a night of fun, but their actions had a lot of consequences. And talking about actions and consequences, let's go to the next story of Christopher Packer and what happened to his girlfriend. So first I'm going to play the 911 call because that was what drew me to this story. And then we're going to talk about the voice behind that call.
911, where is your emergency?
She's not breathing. Please come here quickly. She's not breathing. Come on, quickly,
sir.
come on.
Sir, stop yelling at me. What's the room number? How old is this person?
She's like 26.
Why is she not breathing? Did she take something?
She was drinking alcohol. That's all that she was drinking alcohol.
Is her
She's
chest
not
rising?
breathing.
Sir, stop
What?
yelling. Is her chest rising and falling?
No, it's not. That's why I'm asking for y'all.
Is she turning blue?
Yes.
Okay, are you willing to...
Oh.
Sir, stop yelling. Are you willing to start CPR?
I've been trying. I've been putting into her mouth. I've been pumping her chest. Yes. I need help.
Listen to me. Do you want to continue CPR?
What do you want me to do? Tell me what to do.
Is she lying flat on her back?
Yes, she is.
Okay. I need you to put one of your hands in the center of her chest between her nipples, and I need you to put your other hand directly on top of that, okay? We're going to do 30 compressions. You need to go at least 2 inches in depth, and we're going to go hard and fast, okay? We're going to do 30 compressions. I need you to count with me, okay?
Okay, go.
All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Count with me, sir. 6. Check for breathing, sir. Do you want to do breaths?
She's not breathing.
Do you want to depress her? Tilt her head back so her airway is open and pinch her nose and give her 2 breaths.
Baby, breathe, baby, breathe. Baby, breathe.
She didn't take anything?
No, just alcohol, just alcohol.
Okay. Let's start again, sir. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Only 2 breaths, sir. Is she breathing? Sir, listen to me. My unit is almost there. Sir, do you want to keep doing compressions?
Okay, 1,
1, 2, go faster. Sir, check for her breathing. Okay, listen, I have units on scene. Let's go again.
Okay, I have 2 thoughts when I first listened to this call. First, I was like, this dispatcher is so rude. She was yelling for sure. There's a million ways she would have said the same thing she just said. Could you please calm down so I can hear you clearly? Or something in those lines, because the reason why someone is scared and panicking was because they are so worried about seeing their loved one actually dying in front of them. The next thought I had was she did an excellent job calming him down and making sure that he tried to revive the victim, which is like doing 2 things at the same time as they did the counting thing together. So that was so good. She just needs to turn down the attitude a little bit, because people call 911 not to talk about something good that's happening in their life because they're in trouble. Except the cute baby boy that said he needed help with his math. But the person who was on the call, I was like, oh my gosh, this person is in so much trouble, and I was feeling so bad for him. But when I read into the story, I realized that the guy who was making the phone call was actually Christopher Parker. His girlfriend had not been drinking. He had actually been beating her all evening, and that's why she was already unconscious. He had beaten her so bad that it was loud enough to wake up one of the neighbor's babies, and she heard the noise and she thought maybe she should call the police, but she didn't. And she decided, after 30 minutes, she decided to go to a Walmart to go and get some food for her kid. When she came back, the police had already arrived, and she just saw Iverson in a stretcher. The victim in this case was Kimber Iverson, and she was 27 years old. She was a girlfriend to Christopher Parker, who was 31 years old. After he was arrested, records showed that he had been arrested more than 9 times in the past 2 years for grand theft, possessing marijuana. Like, he had just repeatedly been arrested. And also they had a relationship, they had an abusive relationship, and he had once been arrested for hitting her in 2018, and later on the charges were dropped, which is like a first class case of domestic violence, charges being dropped, on and on and on. And the crazy part is they actually had a child together, and during this attack, like when everything was going on, their child was in that motel room with them. And it's so annoying that so many people heard, but no one called the cops. Like, even if it's none of your business, call the police and let them figure out that it's no one's business. Also, the BS that he was telling the operator, saying that she had drank, like, they're already preparing their minds, okay, this person has drank, and they are preparing with how to deal with that situation. But when they arrived there, the police were shocked, because they were like, when they saw the way she looked lying down there unconscious, she was in really bad condition when they took her to the hospital on Friday night at 8:30, and she ended up dying on Monday. So obviously Parker was first arrested that night, and he was charged with aggravated battery. But on Monday, after she died, his case was moved to first-degree murder. Now, who is going to take care of that child? He literally killed the mother and acted so innocent over the call. No one could imagine that he would lay a finger on the person that he was so begging to stay alive. I feel so bad for Iverson, who felt like she was in love but ended up in a body bag. Just remember that if you are in such a similar situation, get help, get out of it, because if it happens once, it's going to happen again, and you might not be so lucky the next time. That was it for me today, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave it a like if you did, and remember to be the best version of yourself. See you tomorrow with another video just like this. Goodbye.